Got baseball on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Detroit Tigers.
And now, please welcome your
first pitch coming your way next.
Detroit Tigers.
All right, first pitch coming up. And today's starter, Tarik Skubal. And Singy, he's a workhorse. Loves pitching deep into his starts.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Late on that fastball.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 gone here. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. 0-1. Skubal in his 6th season, 28 years old. And, of course, has a Cy Young to his credit. 1 out, bases empty. Clips the corner, and it's 0-2.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just a blue hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Vladdy needs just 1 hit to reach 200 for the season.
Ball down.
Man at first, 1 away.
Pretty impressive the year he's put together. 200 hits doesn't happen by accident, and there are some years nobody reaches 200 at all. Props to him for getting this far.
Fair ball. They fired in quickly, so it's 1st and 2nd with only 1 away.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
And he takes one right on the black, and it's 0-2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Struck him out looking. And now it's Dalton Varsho.
Batting 5th, the center fielder, number 5, Dalton Varsho.
Just missed. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. So now 1-2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And we're back. Getting the nod on the mound, Tyler Rogers.
Well, just a 3-pitch mix in his arsenal, which, you know, it's not a lot for a starter. So always very important for him to have a good feel and command all 3. Sometimes you can make that 3 look like 4 if you add or subtract a little bit of velocity on one. But, you know, one thing about it, it can be easy to get too predictable out there on the mound. So hitters are aware of that. Mixing those 3 pitches in all counts is going to be a big key for him in this one.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Varsho after it. He makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down. Here is Gleyber Torres.
The second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
In the air out towards right center. Varsho grabs it on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an
Batting
outfielder.
third,
Got to put it
the
into
designated
his
hitter,
highest
Harry
gear and go a long way to track that one
Carpenter.
down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Kerry Carpenter in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Way out front for strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Left-hand batter waits. Battling here as he fouls it away. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Two outs. That one missed. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Got him swinging. Second inning
Leading
set
off
to
for the
go.
Blue Jays,
And now
the
for the
third
Jays,
baseman,
number 25. Skubal back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And now the DH, Jesus Sanchez. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a foul out of play. Second inning here, no score. And
One
that
ball,
skips in the
2
dirt.
strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. Ernie Clement, the next to hit. That misses the
plate,
zone,
1-1.
and it's 1-0. That one at triple digits.
Ball.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the
Leading up
ballpark.
for the
Here's Riley
Tigers,
Green.
the left fielder, Riley Green.
Gets the outside corner with that one.
Well, off to a good start. He's got to get the baseball, work quickly, and move the ball around. And that time, perfect pitch at the knees on the outside corner.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a pop-up. Jimenez brings it in, and there's one down. So digging in,
Batting fifth,
Spencer
the first
Torkelson.
baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
And that's downstairs and outside. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
That's a ball.
Perez at the plate now. That's ball one.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Let's go now. Base hit here. Gonna count 1 and 2.
That was the pitch to hit. Four-seam
ball,
fastball instead of that sinker ball that makes you hit it on the ground. He missed a good one.
Caught him looking for the K.
Batting 7. The shortstop.
Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers.
McKinstry.
There's the strike. Fastball is outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
They get the force. Inning over. And we're back. Here's Andres Jimenez. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. And now the 0-1. Just missed.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position. And that's what he does. The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now
here's George Springer. Struck out swinging his first time. There's the strike. Top of the third, no score.
0-1's the count.
Springer swings, belts one. Out to left. And it's off the wall. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Throw on to Torkelson. Out number 2. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
That one catches the zone. 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
And there's a ball.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Glad swings, drives one deep left field. Way back there. Get out of town. And the Blue Jays have the lead now. It's 2-0. 2 outs, nobody on. Now here is Alejandro Kirk. And there's the strike.
0-1.
And the 0-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-2.
And it goes just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
This one popped up right side. Hauls it in to end the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler.
Dingler.
Yeah, that's fouled off. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Got him. Dave Lawrence rings him up.
The center fielder.
So up next, Parker Meadows.
Meadows.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. And another ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
That clips the corner. There's the strike. Just outside. And now 3-2.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Smoked on the ground a second. Clement over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over. Now here is Colt Keith. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
2 out, space is empty. Up the middle. Fires over to Guerrero. And the Tigers retired 1-2-3. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. First pitch misses. Varsho, a former Gold Glove winner, 28 years old. And he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Wisconsin.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Bounces into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Here's the third baseman. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that is out of play. Varsho gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And a swing and a miss.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Jesus Sanchez now at the plate. He struck out swinging in his first at bat.
Sanchez.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Hey.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Snap throw to first. Varsho back in on a dive. Gets a piece and stays alive. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. And now it's going to be Ernie Clement.
Second baseman, Ernie Clement.
Fastball is outside.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past.
Runner on the go. Pitch is low. And safe. It's a stolen base.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely. And now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. The throw in. But it's offline. It's 3-zip.
Everything came together for him. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Jimenez at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. One run across in the frame so far. Top half of inning number 4. Foul ball. Ripped to right. Perez makes the catch, and that is that. Bottom 4, Gleyber Torres up to hit.
The second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
First pitch just misses. And another ball.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
The 2-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Springer makes the catch, and there's one gone. Kerry Carpenter will hit next. Struck out swinging his first time.
Carpenter.
That one off the mark, and that is ball 1. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. On the ground, out to short. Jimenez. Throw to first in time. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Riley Green.
Number 31.
He's 0 for 1.
Riley Green.
Down the left field line, could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and that's a double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here comes Torque to the plate. On the inside corner for a strike. Swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And 1-2.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
That's outside.
Fastball right back to the mound. Throws to first in time, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. And we're back. And the batter is George Springer.
The right fielder, George Springer.
Skubal back to work. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. And that misses. And the count now 2-0. Makes a sliding stop. Throw to first. And very nicely done for the out. So digging in, Addison Barger.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the left fielder, Addison Barger.
In there at the knees for a strike. That one pushed to the left and foul.
Yep, that ball went out.
Next pitch, not close, up high. That one is upstairs.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And he walked him.
No, that's a ball.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, number 4.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So a man at first. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He's already homered in this game. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Line drive, base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands. You let the ball.
Runner takes off in the dirt.
0-1's the count.
Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
When you try to move up on a ball in the dirt, you've got to be sure that it gives you enough time to make it safely. Guess wrong, like we saw here, and you'll pay the price.
And there's a foul ball. Barger on third with 2 out.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
The center fielder, number 5.
So 2 outs
Dalton
with runners on the corners.
Varsho.
And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho, 1 for 2. Tap foul at the plate.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And look out.
Boom,
that one gets him.
You,
the second man he's plunked in this one.
The batter, number 25.
Now the third baseman. 0 for 2 in this one. Right through there for a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Just misses. And that's ball 1.
Man, oh man,
ball,
I don't know how
2
you
strikes.
take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single, and it's 4-0.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Fastball for a strike. Cut on and lifted in the air. Green pulls that one down, and that's the 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the right fielder, Perez.
Number 46.
Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point. Well, these Tigers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Come on, Tigers, let's go.
Into center. Long run, nice grab. And there's one down. Now it's the shortstop, Zach McKinstry. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Left field, Barker on his way over. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. New pitcher now for the Jays, Brendan Little. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Number 54, Brendan Little.
Two outs, bases empty. Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Ball 1 there.
Catch inside.
In for a strike, and the count is 1-1. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And foul ball. Well struck left field. Barker going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 6. Here's the second baseman, Ernie Clement.
Ernie Clement.
And that misses off the outside edge. Popped up. And a foul ball. In the air, left field. Green settles under it, and there's 1 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
That's a ball.
Jimenez in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And it's fouled away. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Next pitch is in the dirt. And a count now even up. Good eye in that spot. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. In the air to left center. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. 1 for 3.
Let's do it, Tigers.
Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
To third. Slides for the stop. The throw. It's there, and that's a great play. Bottom of the 6th, and stepping in is the speedy Parker Meadows. And first offering is fouled off. And strike 2.
They'll try to bunt for a hit right there, and you can tell he's trying to get something, anything going offensively.
On the ground to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 1 away,
Now
bottom of the
batting,
6th.
the third baseman,
Colt Keith digs in now. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. 1 down, base is empty. Foul ball there.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. He goes down looking. 2 down, base is empty. And next to hit for Detroit, Gleyber Torres. And first offering is fouled off. And Gleyber takes outside. The Jays leading by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings and misses, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. New pitcher for the Tigers, number 75.
Now pitching for the Tigers, number 75.
Addison
Leading off for the
Barger
Blue
getting
Jays,
ready
the
to
left
hit.
fielder, Addison Barger.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Just missed.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Outside low, and the count's even at 2. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Keith sizing this one up, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. So
Now
up next for
batting, the first
Toronto,
baseman,
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. And a foul ball. Hannafy, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round. back in 2016.
One ball, two strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Struck him out swinging. Slider got him for strike 3. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk.
Let's go, Detroit.
And ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That missed inside.
That's
Now
inside.
2-0. Check swing, called strike.
That's ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Two outs. Oh, great stop from his backside. On the money. Nice play.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back
Blue
in a new
Jays.
pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Number
7th.
63.
Brandon Fisher.
And he's got a
Brandon
nice lead to
Fisher.
work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Three, four,
Way to go.
five due up
For
for the
the
home
Tigers,
team.
the
Now it's the
designated
DH,
hitter,
Kerry Carpenter.
Carpenter.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the
that's
best
upstairs.
pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Next offering is in for a strike. Missed
That's in.
inside
Ball
with
2.
the curve. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Struck him out without a swing. That was pretty nasty. Riley
The left
Green
fielder,
up now
number
for the
31,
Tigers.
Riley Green.
Pitch
That's a
misses. Ball 1. The Tigers down by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. Nasty pitch right there. That's strike 1.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
That
Oh,
one a
that's
little bit
high.
high. 2-1. Fastball for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. 2 down, base
Now
is
batting,
empty.
first
Now a
baseman,
chance for Spencer
Spencer
Torkelson.
Torkelson.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Strike 2.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4
No
pitches
balls,
you
2
can work
strikes.
with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Ball 1.
Next offering is down low. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 7th.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Tigers.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the
Number
8th.
87.
Tyler Holton.
Tyler Holton.
Here's the third
Leading
baseman.
off for the Blue Jays, the third baseman, number 25.
And that drops in for a strike. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. A gigantic blast. And they add a run. It's 5-zip. Jesus Sanchez next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. On the ground. Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw. He beats the throw, and they don't get the out.
Second baseman, Ernie.
Man at first. Now it's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. A little bit high. 1-0.
Well, these Blue Jays, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Let's go, Tigers!
Aye. 1 on, nobody out, a run in,
ball,
and we're in the top of the 8th. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offensive side for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Runner on the go. Next offering is fouled back. Sanchez over at first with 1 away. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2-2 now.
3-2.
Squirts away a little bit. Three-two. And they'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end. Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Springer in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Next pitch is outside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one's in there. 2-1 now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. And the next pitch is way outside. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Out towards left center. Meadows turns to the right on the move. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. So first and second with 2 outs.
Left fielder,
and now Addison Barger. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. The 0-2. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. 2 aboard, 2 outs. That's outside, ball 2. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. That one lifted to left, and that'll do it.
Now pitching for
back
the Blue
now,
Jays.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Tommy Nance.
And
you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
The right fielder,
Perez,
number 46.
up now for the Tigers. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Well, he went after him right there with one of his best pitches. I'm really surprised that one got away from him.
Man at first, nobody out. Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers. And first offering is fouled off. Late swing, foul to the left. Next offering popped in the air, right field. And George makes the grab. And there's one away. Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers. Known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Up and in, and it's 1-0. Hammered, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Stepping in, Parker Meadows. Guerrero. There's one. Out. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
The third
and now Colt Keith. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Two outs. And that's off the inside edge. And a count 2-1. Fly ball center field. Varsho after it. And he makes the catch. That is the inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Brant Hurt. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's already homered here in this one. That's down and in.
Ball one, no strikes.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now it's going to be Alejandro Kirk. Check swing, called strike. Runner at first with no outs here. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. There's one to first, double play. And it goes 1-6-3. 2 outs, base is empty. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Off the mark there. And that's ball one. And the sweeper misses. Gets the strike. That was the sweeper.
No, that's low.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. All set for the bottom of the ninth. At the plate, Gleyber Torres. Nance back to work. And that drops in for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
That one way inside.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count. That's a ball.
On the ground, right side. On to first. And Gleyber Torres retired.
Now
and next is the designated hitter, Kerry Carpenter. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch misses. The Blue Jays leading by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Nance sets, fires. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one misses, and it's 2-2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Got him swinging. Now only 1 out remaining. And next will be the Tiger cleanup hitter, Riley Green.
Riley Green.
Check swing, called strike. The Tigers down by 4. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And that one is downstairs. And the count even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. One strike away. That one to first. And that'll do it.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.